give up and go home. No, you're going to lose. You're going to have the mother of all debacles. You're going to have a debacle that makes Afghanistan look like Appomattox. Look like it's going to make Afghanistan look like you have just signed the victorious surrender of the Afghans. That's how bad this debacle is going to be. And so the Europe and the world are going to be looking at it like, man, you people really are stupid. Well, let me add one more thing. Economically, as your economy falls apart, the world's plotting on you, buddy. It's getting obvious. The world is plotting right now. The Africans are saying to forget the hell out of here. The Africans are clear. They're like the Russians and the Chinese. Yankees go home. You've been screwing us for 500 years. Colonialists have been screwing us for 100. Get out. We're done with you. We like the Russians and Chinese. We don't like you. The Middle East. How's that working out? Saudi Arabia. Yeah, perhaps we'll just start selling oil in yuan and riyadh and every damn thing but the dollar. Yeah, we'll still sell them the dollar, which means the petrodollar is in desperate trouble. Your economy, our economy will likely be in pretty bad recession or worse by then. Everything's going bad. The South America, Brazil, Argentina are like, yeah, we're going to create a new reserve currency in South America so we don't have to use the dollar. So guess what? How your sanctions are going to work out. If other people don't use the dollar, you're going to sanction people. You're going to be like, well, if you don't listen to us...
In half a mile, keep right at the fork to stay on I-10 East.
Yankee go. So the reserve currencies are building, and Saudi Arabia is joining, and South Africa, and Iran, and on and on and on. All these world powers are coming together because you sanction everybody else.
Keep right at the fork to stay on I-10 East.
Using the dollar and using your economy in a coercive manner, they're done with it. So now, 2 years from now, when you're...
Continue on I-10 East for 13 miles. There's a 17-minute slowdown in 5 miles. You are still on the best route.
Going to war with China, you're going to be picking yourself up off the economic floor because you've been slapped down by 4 or 5 new reserve currencies. And might I add, here's the big thing. Egypt and Russia are now talking about how can we do business in our own currency. So Russia's saying to Egypt, look, our currency is strong, our economy is strong. We are having some problems. We'll help lift you up. We'll buy it. We'll trade in your currency will strengthen. They're talking to African countries, so their currencies are going to be strengthening. They ain't going to want the dollar. They're not going to need it, right? So economically around the world, you have created an environment where the Russians and the Chinese are coming together diplomatically to thwart you worldwide. They got a long-term plan. You don't even have a short one. You don't have any plan. You're just screwing up. You just saw Ukraine. You asked Ukraine for a date. You took Ukraine and the Nazis out for a date, and you found out you're dating a crazy person. And dating a crazy person can be very, very dangerous. And it's counterproductive to wherever you're going in life, right? Dating a person who doesn't understand money. And you're like, trust me, been there. And they're like, I want you to buy me these shoes. They're $500. You're like, holy crap, $500. That's like buying you $500 shoes. And then they're angry at you because you won't buy $500 shoes. Get there. And you're saying to Ukraine, hey, Ukraine, perhaps you should chill out. Shut up. We need more. Give us more. That's how Nazis are. They're like crazy people. They're always going to ask for more. We need more. You're not giving us enough. You idiot. You've trapped yourself. You are now trapped in Ukraine. You are now checkmating yourself in Ukraine. You think you're trying to convince your friends that you're using that your cover story, your exoteric story is we're helping to defend Ukraine from Russia. The esoteric story on the inside is we're using Ukraine as a weapon to attack Russia. Ukraine knows it. But the leadership of Ukraine is so corrupt, they don't care. They're insane and corrupt. Nazis and stuff like that. But Europe is smart. They have no choice but to wake up. And they're pushing back. And now, economically, you want to go to your idiot and lunatic Dr. Strangelove military guys are saying in 2 years we'll be at war with China. Well, your allies are getting demilitarized, and economically you're getting demilitarized and the dollar is being challenged in all corners of the earth, diplomatically speaking, everybody hates you because they realize that you're nothing but coercive bullies, so that ain't working out. South America, you've lost. They're gone on their socialist way, away from you towards China and Russia. Africa is finally like saw, hey, great, we have another option. We don't have to deal with these idiots anymore. Africa's going on about their merry way. Guess what Africa's got? They're like Russia. They got a lot of natural resources. Africa didn't easily end up rich. Oh, you used to seeing all of these poor black people in Africa. They're going to be locked up because they have what Russia has, natural resources. And when the comprador class is pushed out of there, when the traitors that you have installed to run these governments are pushed out the door and they get some more populist type leaders, they're going to get paid because they have the stuff that everybody needs, like Russia. And by everybody, I mean China and India, who are gigantic industrial powers. So China and India are going to be able to get that. Meanwhile, the EU is going to be like, yeah, we're not buying stuff from Russia. And Africa, they're mean too. They're with the Russians and Chinese. We're not buying their cheap and highly valuable natural resources. We'll buy it from the U.S., where we can get energy for 7 times the cost of anywhere else. They're done. And at some point, I fear U.S. they're going to wake up and say, "Gosh, you screw us, guys. We got to go in the other direction." So it's game, it's set, it's match for the idiot neocons who intend to dispense with Russia swiftly so they can move on China. Oh, that didn't work out very well, did it? So I think that's about all I got to get to here. And let's go to the super chats. Let's go. Oh, we're going to go all the way to the top. We're going to start at the top and super chats. Okay. So, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. Certainly appreciate you. Didn't have a question. Thank you, Bruce. Super chats. Not a lot of them, but that's okay. Oh, and here we go. Raphael Lagani says, listen to you, I just realized, I think, Russia's doing the same thing Larry Holmes did with all the fun around the fight. Beg to stop fighting. That's right. You body punch somebody, boom, 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 until they say, please stop, and then you hit them some more. Please stop, and then you hit them some more. And you don't stop hitting them until they're stop.
We found a faster route via I-45 South, which saves 5 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
That again. Putin's a martial artist. Once a martial artist gets in a fight, they ain't gonna stop because you ask them. You hit me. I told you, sir, I don't want any trouble, didn't I? Didn't I say to you, I don't want any trouble, please? Can't we resolve this in a different way? Can't we just ask you till I was blue in the face? And I'm done asking you, and you swung on me. Once you swung on me, I ain't gonna stop hitting you. If I'm a martial artist, I'm not going to push you away and wait to see what happens. You have now initiated a conflict. If I know anything about self-defense, you might have a weapon, you might do anything. When I start hitting, if I can, I don't know. I have to assume that you can defeat me. I have to look for an advantage, and I have to try to strike you with everything I have. And then when you go to the floor, I'm stomping you in the head, and I'm kicking you some more. When your arms are broken, your fingers, your wrists are broken, when you can no longer fight back, that's when the fight's over as far as I'm concerned. If you don't want that, don't get in a fight with a martial artist. If you don't want to say, at the end of this fight, one of the two of us ain't going to be able to fight no more, don't get in a fight with a martial artist. Putin has a black belt. He understands that. When you start punching, he ain't going to stop swinging. Or unless you're curled up in a saying, please, 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 please don't hit me anymore. I give uncle. He may stop hitting, but he ain't going to trust you enough even then to stop hitting because he knows you might say, please, please, please don't hit me anymore. And as soon as you back off far enough for him, he pulls out a knife or a weapon. No, he wants to make sure you can't pull out a knife or a weapon because both of your wrists are broken, because your eyes are poked out, because you can't breathe, because you've been hitting the solar plexus and everything else, right? So that's why I say Putin's a martial artist. You swung on him. He ain't gonna stop punching till you can't hit back. Ukraine, when he stops punching Ukraine ain't gonna be able to hit back. You just keep getting up in the morning and a whole lot of us will be a lot better off, Carl. Thank you. Super sticker, thank you. Velma. I thought it was the Scooby and Shaggy. But Gary Holmes was sorry for all. He did not want to knock him out. He was begging the ref to stop the fight. Exactly. Putin's like, please, man, just quit it. They're like, no. Okay, well, you mean you don't want to stop? I ain't stopping punching. What did the Russian say? Hey, man, anytime you guys want to talk, we're here to talk. But apparently you don't want to talk, so let's punch. Uh, uh, BH Longbow says, terrific analysis as usual. Thank you, BH Longbow. JVB, on point about neocons. Thanks, Garland. JMO says, how do you even get the strippers to date you? Ha ha ha. I was young and active. So you ask a question, I'll answer. I lifted weights and worked out all the time. I was in really good shape, and I was kind of a mellow kind of guy. I took care of myself. I guess I saw something they liked. I don't know. And you ask that question, I'll answer it. I also think because I was a gentle kind of soul at that time, easygoing guy, right? I think people who are aggressive, let's just use this word, have a tendency towards being violent and abusive. When they see gentle people, they're attracted to them. You know what I mean? Good story. I'll answer any question. This guy said, how'd you get the strippers? I'll say this. I remember when
in 2 miles, take exit 762 towards Silver Road, North Post Oak Road.
You're beautiful. You can get any man in the world you want, and all of these guys,
In a quarter mile, take exit 762 towards Silver Road, North Post Oak Road. Take exit 762, then merge onto I-10 Frontage Road East.
Tia giving you their business cards, begging you for a date. Why'd you choose me? And she came to me, why'd you choose me? And her exact thing was this. She says, well, you're not going to like this answer. And I said, no, well, what is it? She said, you just seem like a nice guy. Of course, my answer was, yeah, I'm nice, but I'm not weak. Don't mistake niceness for weakness. I'm a nice guy. I don't mind. No, she said, you're a nice guy, and nice guy. They always say nice guys finish last. And I said, no, weak guys finish last. I'm nice, but I ain't weak. And she laughed. But I often felt that was it. You're talking about people who have a propensity oftentimes towards violence and aggressiveness and things of that nature. And when they see somebody that appears to be a real easygoing person in life, they're attracted to those kind of people. So if you ask me how, why, I think that was the dynamic that got it, made it happen, right? There was a number of things, but those were two of them. So you asked the question, I'll give you an answer. And besides the guy, it was a rock fan, and the guy gave me a tip, so he deserves an answer, right? All right, I didn't really get into that, but I mean, hey, somebody asks a question, you got to be straightforward with them. You know me, I don't have enough sense not to say things. That's the problem. Don't ask me a question. I don't probably put it like this, not probably. I don't necessarily process emotions as well as I should, as well as some. So when people ask me questions, sometimes I don't understand that you shouldn't answer them. And like if somebody says, "Do I look fat in this dress?" That ain't the question they ask me, because I emotionally, in the moment, I won't be able to process. There's just a certain answer you should and shouldn't say based on the other person's feelings. I won't get it, and I'll give them an honest answer, and then I'm gonna be in real trouble. So be careful what questions you ask Garland, because Garland doesn't process emotions. I process other things really good, emotions not so well, and I may have a tendency at times to answer questions in a way. So I better be careful when people answer me questions on the super chats, because I may not know. Oh, you're not supposed to answer that question in the way you're answering it. Next thing you know, I'm like thrown off of every. I'm what is it? The woke culture does. I'm canceled because I answered the question too honestly. Wouldn't want to do that. All right, well, guys and girls, I am heading for the hills, heading for my office. I think I've done all the super chats. Yep, that's everybody. All right, thanks a lot. Hey, of course, you see everything going by in the middle, scrolling by. If you can do anything to help the channel, certainly appreciate it. Patreon.com. If you can do $1, $3, $5, $1 million a month, whatever you can do is highly appreciated. Certainly, we've got PayPal. If you don't want to do PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee is great. Buy Me a Coffee / Garland Inn, and they stuck an H after Garland Inn, and I don't even know why. Make sure you go to follow me on Telegram. My Cash App stuff is there. And Rockfin tomorrow morning from 9 to 10 a.m. Scott Ritter, and he'll be on my Rockfin. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Keep left to stay on I-10 East.
Any super chats or anything? I didn't. Peace. Make sure you share this on all your social media platforms if you can. Thank you.
I've recently become much more aware of how close I live to an oil and gas facility. There was a storage well that had a massive leak. This is in my school district. This is kids that my children go to school with. They live right around the corner from this well. Methane is associated with low birth weight, respiratory